And welcome back to those Western Conference Finals presented by AT&T. Third quarter about to begin. Thunder up 1-0 in the series, lead by 8 as we get set to start the second half. Our first half stats brought to you by
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today to see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. It's time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this game underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be just an absolute show.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? Move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance to get there. Even have it.
Here again, Jamie, and this is the playoff. Here come the East plays.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right on the ground.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. And see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll test the right side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practice.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building your future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that the freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, we turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Incomplete, the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense. Coming up big on 4th down. What matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they would throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped sometimes it puts you in holes. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some distance.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. The quarterback threw the in the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give him that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to beat the DD. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over him.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. They've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Aurora. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure you concentrate and see that ball come in.
The last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Washington right back to the line. On 4th down, they'll run it.
Fucking bitch.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on the ensure that they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking.
All kinds of running room. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Badger. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch them in these zones. I got to run with the man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, but then you hit it. Your defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and proved me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a 5-point game. McDaniels, 15 points since they eliminated him in the third.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Right back to the well. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Washington wants to go quickly. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. The defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Flying down the right side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
What a play by the defense. And listen, we know that they practice these turnovers in these situations each and every week. How about David? Just how everybody understands. Hey, we recovered the fumble. Let's get our heads around now and go find ourselves some block.
You work it every single week. You hit the nail right on the head. We yell out words so you know, Oski, 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 fumble, fumble, fumble. First thing you do, defensive line, go look up the quarterback. Start blocking, understanding how to follow my blockers. Stay towards the sideline, stay away from all the traffic, and make a big play, just like they did right here.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Touchdown, Wisconsin! What a grab and go for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown run. He's going to try his luck for the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going for a goal, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Aurora. Gets it out fast. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Washington right back to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh my goodness. You need him now? I keep saying the same thing. Keep saying the same thing over and over and over. Over and over.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Complete on 3rd down. Turns it on in midfield. Off he goes. The tag. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up for the 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Knocked down for the tackle.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it up. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19, and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside. And to me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Barnhart. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Trying to find his man on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coach. And the Badgers will put it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half.
You need to eat the plate again. You don't even eat it again. And I'm trying to see what you talking about me.
Back to the end zone,
How you
he'll
gonna
bring it
take
out.
it? And she probably
Nothing
does.
wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
They just arrested a third person.
And Washington is
A 59-year-old and got arrested for helping the inmates. A 59-year-old. We in Connie Weed. Kind, Miss Kind. I don't know, they say Connie Weed, and I'm guessing there's no one there. They don't got no picture yet. You know,
Let's go make a statement to start this second half.
was in contact via phone with Jermaine Diamond,
They're in this bowl
who
game.
remains at Jermaine.
It takes only one play. Lots of football left to be played. They get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm. Watch out.
Provided cash to Donna via a cell phone as a result of the investigation.
And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game
They
started.
probably ain't still together.
On first down from their own 22. Might as well give it to him again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And this center down gets started from the 33, first and 10. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act
Yeah,
again.
You tried it?
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to throw. It's Aurora. Going up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Stewart brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkill. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
That bitch sold out. I've not seen it. I thought that bitch sold out too. The 19 and the 20.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their their running game. And being able to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Fuck, Kelly.
That pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he set his team up at the 28.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or sink that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Hey.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Pressure coming. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play hard receiver basically. But you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wideout in motion. To throw, it's Aurora. Coming after it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Washington right back to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch on the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big film.
Give to the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing those pads.
They'll go right back to it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between
Every time he did it, he got locked up, bro.
you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the kickoff. We're all tied up in the 4th quarter.
Took your own way.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even, but the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense constant, right? That's your job to scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101 to stop the run first.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back from the ball.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
first down, the physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. Running with power. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Not much running. They get to break a tackle and still break another tackle and try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking.
But that's what coaches always emphasize. You never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting it. Next guy, don't assume the tackle is going to win.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll send out the kicker here. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. He got it. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
And that is not the optimal solution there. They kick off out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most are always the ones that went down to the wire. Whether we lost,
I just finished playing sneak ass.
This is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they
3.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I just asking for
17-14, yeah.
Big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget.
Yeah. Dang, I came back and won that bitch. I said, that nigga beat me. I had came back and won that bitch. I was fucking up, bro. I did some, bro. I was fucking up. He was locking me up, like, not really locking me up, but getting the yard. When I get the reds, I was fucking up, like, fumble on the fucking option, threw 2 picks, and I was fucking up. I locked down second half. He ain't scored nothing. Uh-uh. Yeah, la bull gang.